Guys, it's a Chook Man here once again. Look what I found today. A lady was chucking it out on a rubbish pile, on hard rubbish, and she was kind enough to give it to me. She said she wasn't going to chuck it out, but she found someone that she was going to give it to, and she decided to wait. I come along like I do, and she was kind enough to go in her driveway and get it for me. It's a female's girl's bike. It's a collectible push bike. The colour is pink. I think it come out with pink. I think it's missing a mudguard here from the front. But other than that, it's in perfect order. And look at this, guys. Check this out. I've just noticed something. This is a, I think this has got a gorilla's head on here. I can't undo it to show you guys. Oh no, it's a skeleton one. There's a skeleton though. Wow, that's old in itself. It's where you put the air in. It'd have to be made in the 70s as well. I've never seen, see this? Wow, look at that. So when you go up and down, it doesn't shock you as much. It's underneath the seat. I think it's all original. There's no brand on this bike, so I can't tell you what brand it is. But what a gem. There's another one, look. It's got a gorilla. As you put your air in there and pump the air up in there. Wow, what a gem. These are the things I used to do back in the 70s. We used to put football cards in here. So when the wheel spun, you'd hear a click, click, click with the footy cards. That's what we used to do. But it's all there, guys. The big sissy bar. It's got the real 70s seat on it. Oh, this was a good find, I tell you. I love stuff like this. Even though my partner reckons when is enough, you know. But when you've got this in your blood and you love collecting, it's just you go out and you find them and you put them in your collection. And also, I got this one today. I brought it off someone I knew. It's an old scooter. We used to have these scooters when we were about 5 or 6 years old. We used to ride them out the front of our houses. Sometimes if you weren't allowed to do it, you weren't allowed to do it. And I remember we used to do big skids. As kids, we used to see that, that's our break. That's how they used to work. Anyway, my foster old man used to catch me doing skids on these scooters all the time. He said, if I catch you doing it, you're going to cop it. And sure enough, what happened? One of my foster brothers dared me to do a big skid, so I pushed it like, you know, they're a scooter, so you push it with one foot. Anyway, sure but enough, I was dumb enough to do it, and I got caught. I got the biggest flogging I ever got off my foster old man. I couldn't sit down for weeks. I even went to primary school with a sore ass because he fucking belted me that much. And he confiscated the scooter, went in the shed for 2 months, and I copped a big belting. So that's how I remember these scooters. But now I look at them and think, wow, bit of history. It's a nice mint green colour too. I'd say it's original colour. It's still alright to survive these years. Well, hey, when I seen this, I had to have it. Only because I had one as a kid, and it reminded me as being a young kid. 50 years later, here I am collecting all the stuff that I missed out on. Alright guys, that's just a bit of a history on these little scooters. Most kids had one of these scooters, and what we did is we used to ride them out the front of our house from corner to corner. All the old push bikes, eh? Who would have thought they'd become a collector's item? And it's not what they're worth, it's what, we collect them, and it's not about what they're worth, it's just how we collect them, and they got history behind them. And they don't make these push bikes anymore. Well guys, have a great day, and I'll talk to you all later. And another thing, this is so good, it just spurs me on when I find good stuff like this. I live for this stuff.